There's so many benefits to Pilates: stronger muscles, more flexibility, better alignment and posture, more coordination, more balance to those muscles. All of these benefits help make your everyday living and other activities that you do much more efficient and enjoyable. Sometimes we don't have the time to give over 30 minutes to our mat every day. So, this session right here is 10 minutes. And in this 10 minutes, if you're very intentional with your movement and you pay attention to details, you can get the benefits that you do in a 30+ minute workout. But I need you here with me. I need you to give me that full 10 minutes of full on attention. If you're interested in more of a progressive style workout, I have a 5-day Pilates course. Each day you get a new workout in your inbox. The workout's 15 minutes and they're meant to build on each other. So by the 5th day, you've learned all this stuff about your body. And what I love about learning things is you never unlearn. So you're going to take what you learn and bring it into your other workouts, your other activities, your other Pilates classes that you jump into. And hopefully you feel a lot more confident about how your body's working. Okay, so just head over to balancetothecore.com to learn more. So you don't need any props or anything, just you and your mat today, and let's get started. So I need you to lie down. All right, adjust what you need to adjust. I always do when I lie down. Okay, so let's find our alignment with the mat. The mat is a prop, so let's use it. So letting your body give to the mat. Just allowing your pelvis to anchor and widen, your chest to anchor and widen, and then arms long to your sides. All right, so our lower half is going to remain stable, and I want you to use the upper half. The upper body has our respiratory system. So internally, we're going to really work the lungs, the diaphragm, the intercostals, and those are muscles that we need to work and build as well. So let's just concentrate on that with 3 breaths. So you're going to inhale for 5 counts, widening the chest and upper body like 360 degrees around, and then exhale for 5 counts and feeling all of that deflate. So do it again. We inhale for 5 counts, exhale. Inhale, make that breath even. Don't just sniff in really quickly. Breath is even for those 5 counts. Same for the exhale. 5 counts, nice and even. Letting everything just deflate. Stretching your legs long. I want you to anchor the heels, squeeze them together, squeeze the hips together, keep that pelvis anchored and wide. Reaching the arms up towards the sky, nice wide chest. Reaching the arms behind you, give me a giant inhale for 5 counts, really widening the ribs, using those upper body muscles to really feel that breath. And then on your exhale, flex yourself up. And we're going to start to pump. We breathe in for 5 counts. Exhale for 5 counts. Make sure the arms are above the hips. And you want sort of a rigorous pump to help challenge that breath and upper body stability. Keep breathing those 5s and 5s. You want to make sure your hips are squeezing together and anchored. All right, and feel as if you're drawing your kneecaps up to your hip bones as you anchor sort of the hamstrings. You're wrapping and squeezing those hips together, all the while flexing up. Last breath out. Go ahead, flex the feet, reaching the arms up, stretch them back behind you. Now, is your pelvis still wide and anchored? Your hips squeezing towards each other, feeling yourself kind of drawing your kneecaps up to your hips, heels anchored and squeezed together. Do you feel all of that working? Take a giant inhale as you reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, we flex ourselves over, but we keep that lower half anchored like we've been doing, but we're trying to lift our upper body up and over, keep pressing the hips down, drawing the kneecaps up, flex and try to reach up and over your toes, but you're not collapsing into it. right? Up and over, and then draw that belly back. Draw that belly back, squeeze and anchor those thighs, and stretch it back behind you. And inhale those arms up. Breathe it in. Exhale, up and over, right? We lift up out of our hips. Once your hips are over your pelvis, you're going to try to stretch beyond the toes as you lift up and over. Roll it back. Anchor those heels. Stretch it back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to really get the benefit of the stretch here. We're not letting our booty stick out behind us. Keep pressing the tailbone down as you lift up and over. Maybe those noses go to the knees, but you're not letting that belly go. All right, we bring it back. We've got two more, making each one have purpose. We're not just doing it to get a rep in. You're trying to get deeper and maybe a deeper stretch this time. And then we roll it back. And we've got one more. Breathe in those ribs. Take that full, even exhale. Lift up and over. Once that pelvis is vertical, you keep it vertical. And we just try to stretch up and over, nose to knee. Good. And roll it back. And keep anchored with the right leg. Take that left up. All right. Only to where you can keep everything stable. We're going to cross that leg over. Maybe the pelvis goes with us a little bit, but your upper body stays where it is. We circle down, out to the side, bring it to center. Rotate over, pelvis rotates. You don't have to rotate the pelvis. You can also stay where you are and just give that leg circle like we always do. But we only have 10 minutes today, so I want to get that lower half, getting that rotation in. Upper half stays down. We're going to do 5 circles each way. Come to center. 5 the other way. All right. That bottom leg, if you're rotating the pelvis, you will roll that bottom leg because the whole pelvis gets to move. Your chest and shoulders stay anchored. Breathe it like we've been breathing. And then come to center. Let's hug that in just for a little release. Bring it back down. Anchor that from heel to hip. Take the other leg up. All right. We cross over, down, and around and up. Just allowing that leg to work in the hip socket. And again, you can keep the hips from rotating as well. All right, let me go the other way. Out, down, over. And then it's just like the pelvis, and it's the pelvis and the waist, shoulders and arms anchored. Once you've hit 5 each way, hug it in. Good job. All right, we're going to hug both in. Hug, hug, hug. All right, anchor that pelvis. Take an inhale into that upper body. Exhale, flex it up. Okay, so now make sure you haven't lifted the tailbone up, yeah? Tailbone stays anchored, that pelvis stays anchored. You're going to reach one leg long and make sure you're using your hip muscles to keep that leg there. This other leg pulls in, hand, hand. All right, now I want you to try to keep your pelvis where it is and pull your knee and chest towards one another. All right, without letting that pelvis move up to you. Flex it. Now take an inhale here. Breathe in. Switch. Exhale. Inhale, switch. Nose to knee. Exhale. Pelvis stays anchored. And you're trying to lift up. Pull with your upper back, elbows wide. Inhale. It's like you're pulling up with your upper back muscles, that arm back connection, right? Exhale. Inhale. Getting a nice deep hip stretch. Exhale. One more time. Doing great. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the leg, lower the leg. Reach it long. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Roll it up. All right, so now we're going to get the legs wide, okay? Don't be afraid to go wide. Normally, I only go the width of the mat, but I want us, again, we only have 10 minutes, almost there too. So I want you to try to get as wide as you can while staying upright. And if you need to elevate on cushions, go ahead. Kneecaps straight up, toes straight up. And then I want you to lift your kneecaps towards your hips. Push your hamstrings down. Hips pull in, seat active, and just hold. Feel how much work that is. Toes straight up to the ceiling. And we're going to take an inhale here. Really lift tall as you stay active. And exhale, scoop the belly and make sure your pelvis stays where it is as you flex forward, pulling your chest up, your ribs up. As you flex over, 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 roll it up. Inhale here. Exhale, up and over. The longest flexion you can make. Over, over, and stretch. And we lift it up like you're rolling up a wall. And again, we stay very active in the hips, drawing the kneecaps towards your hips, pressing those hips down, pulling the outer hips inward. And lift it tall. And exhale it down. 2, 3, and up. And exhale, just like the same breath we've doing, nice even breath. 3, from the center, 2, 1, and we roll it up, up, up. Good. Let's just bring those legs in, squeeze them shut, take your hands right to your shoulders. And again, kneecaps towards the hip, push those hips down, squeeze everything together, anchor the heels. We lift tall and we rotate from the waist. 1, 2, 3, come to center, other way. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, deeper, 2, deeper, 1. Exhale. Inhale, lift taller, taller, squeeze those hips. 1 more time. Over that shoulder, come to center, release it down. Good job. Turn it. And we bring it down. Take your hands to your forehead. Legs have a little distance with them. Push your feet down. Reach your tailbone super long. Those kneecaps go up to your hips like they've been doing. And then just feel your pubic bone heavy. All right. Inhale. We're just going to lift that chest. So draw the belly in. Lift. Now push your tailbone away from you. Press it away from you as you push your chest forward. Tailbone away, chest forward, and lower it down. Inhale it up. Feet anchored. Exhale down. Make sure that belly stays in. Pubic bone anchored, tailbone long. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Maybe the legs come with you. If you're comfortable with that, just don't turn them out. Stay parallel. And down. Tailbone long. Stretch that chest forward. Open the elbows wide. 1 more time. Make sure you're lifting from those inner thighs too. We're not trying to turn those toes out, turn the legs out. We want to stay parallel. So lift from the inner thigh, the seat, the hamstring. And release it down. Give yourself a little stretch back. I think I'm a little over 10 minutes. Uh-oh. It always happens. All right, I'm explaining too much, but you could do this on your own without much explanation. Now let's just take it over to one side, lift a hip, come back up to center. So make sure your tailbone is long and stretch and come up. Head in the hands in the head. Bring it over, stretch and up. Over, stretch and up. Good job. 1 more each side. And up. Keep that tailbone long. Hip over knee. And come to center and reach it down. There you go. I just wanted to make sure we moved our spine in all directions. You got flexion, extension, twisting, side flexion. So hopefully you feel really good. Maybe you got a little sweat on, maybe not, but you can see that in the details, you can get the benefits, and hopefully you feel like you have a lot of energy and you're a little bit more crisper in the brain. But it was a pleasure working with you. And subscribe to this channel if you never want to miss a workout. I'm here pretty much every week. I try to. All right, so subscribe, use the comment section, make sure I know you're here. And if you have any questions, let me know. All right, thanks so much for being here, and I will see you again next week on the mat. Take care.